So today I want to introduce you to my new boy, Evan Ilan. Evan comes from a legal background and he's leaving the attorney world to come into our world. Yes, the man is nuts. I don't know why he's doing it, but he's doing it. But guess what? With his background, he's gonna be a killer. So today, what we want to do with every single person that comes in is we got to build their foundation. You got to know how to work your systems. You got to know how to work your lead flow, and you have to understand the assembly line. And once you get that down right, it's nothing but butter from there. So today is our day. Maybe next hour, 2 hours, we're going to go really deep into how Zillow works, how our technology works, and how everything is so seamless, and how we've taken out all the crap that agents have to do to make sure that they work in a beautiful environment of an end-to-end platform where they can just focus on the consumer experience. If you are not organized, you will lose your mind. You're gonna have to start categorizing leads. A leads, B leads, C leads, or opportunities if you want to call it. Right. Leads come in every shape and size, right? How's it going? What's up, boss? Did you go to the social? Yeah, I did. So Omar is your quintessential. 19 years old, 5-month intern. Now he has like $2.6 million in his pipeline in his first 30 days. He wrote 15 offers. For someone coming in, I mean, how easy? Finesse, 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 easy peasy. I got someone doing this, doing that. It's nothing, right? Have you been stressed out using this? Zero. This is customer experience, open the door, trust the process, hit tons of volume.
Gotcha.
So, okay?
What are you looking for to get lunch?
Lunch? I eat closings, bro.
You eat closings.
Hey Pat.
What up, man?
What up, man? How are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
I'm good. Oh my god, my car just drove by.
Oh, you like that?
Love the station wagon.
Your car drove by?
The Audi station wagon RS8 or 6 or some is like, I love station wagons. Yeah. They're awesome.
Yeah.
We're heading down to Frederick. Obviously, we have a commercial division and we also have a robust property management side. And you know, one of our developer clients has a building down in Frederick, Maryland. It's currently vacant, so we're heading down there today to kind of look at it. With commercial property, obviously, you can have a multitude of uses. You know, there's retail space, there's office space. But sometimes you have to actually head down and see the asset to kind of get a vision of who the potential end user is going to be. You know, do we knock out walls and white box the property, meaning have it ready as a canvas for a future tenant? You know, what do we do? So sometimes we actually got to, you know, get up, go meet the owner, you know, walk the property, you know, try to see the vision of what we can do with this property. Because ultimately, to be successful in real estate, you have to reverse engineer. Who's the end user? Is it a restaurant? Is it best suited for a retail shop, for, you know, clothes, or I don't know, dispensaries these days? You never know. What's around there? You know, no one's going to open a salon for hair, for example, if there's 10 salons to the right. So it's always good to understand your asset. What are you working with? How to be creative with it. It's not just take a property, list it, call it a day. Also, what's important too is pricing. If you know a certain end user is going to be 1, 2, or 3, then you also have to do research on the values of what those look like. In commercial, there's still comps, there's still comparable sales, there's still track records, there's still research to be done. So it's not as easy as snap 2, 3, 4, and boom, we're on the market. So you have to put in the work. Everything requires work, research, planning, strategy, and execution.
So we are a couple minutes away from a new property that we are going to look at to offer commercial leasing services and commercial property management. Our client has been working with another commercial broker that actually is a tenant at the building, for over a year, and there really has, nothing has come about, no new leases, and we have the anchor tenant that is vacating in the next 45 days. We're going to be evaluating this shortly, and hopefully we come out with some good ideas and some good marketing ideas, who to target. As Samer always says, you don't just throw the listing up and just hope that somebody comes and just hands you the golden goose. You got to do work. You got to get the data. You got to market. You got to call people. It's not going to lease itself. It's not going to sell itself.
I used to live in Gaithersburg, and I used to come down to Frederick all the time. It's such a beautiful place. It's very homey. Lots of cool bars and restaurants, cool little boutique stores. It's still living in the 1800s, 1900s. Overall, these buildings are super old, but very classic and historic. This building was walked by 1781. That's crazy. But really awesome place. You wouldn't even think it's here. So we're really excited about taking a look at this big building here, adding it to our portfolio for the commercial division, the property management. So we'll be down here a lot more, and excited to have a presence down here.
About the signage and stuff, and then it goes all the way to this. So right here, and there is one random residential unit. Right up here, you take it all the way up. I haven't seen it. It's a walk up. So we'll get into everything. Just kind of wanted to do like I told you, kind of looks like an old like a doctor's office building, like that we would go to with our parents as children.
Yeah.
And just
Because remember I was telling you daycare maybe?
We have one elevator here, right?
yeah, and then there technically is another shaft that used to have like a cargo doing something, and we just had lunch over here. I mean, every restaurant was pretty packed, so. I mean, you get a retail presence, on Saturday and Sunday, I can tell you. I don't know if you come here often or not.
I come here like once every couple of months.
Yeah. Last 6 years ago, city's been very pro-development, which when we were originally here, they weren't.
Yeah.
It was hard to, but I met the city mayor and the president of Historic, and they really want to revitalize it.
COVID, everything's happened.
And in DC, like Hogan Company did that property right in the corner. They're bringing more PG and DC people here, and also another developer just did $1 million condo. Again, it's not small condo; it's like a 2,800 square foot condo. But now you're seeing 200.
And a lot of our clients are moving here as well.
Because we could add 12,000 square foot to this building in the back. We could put another level. We were thinking of doing a mixed use project. So we are
with residential.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep first and second commercial. I mean, unless you guys have a big tenant, third and fourth, we were gonna do a separate elevator for residential in the back. That was our long-term goal.
What about grocery store?
I mean,
Yeah, I want to see the whole thing.
Yeah. Now.
What about crypto mining?
We have an offer now.
Like that. What you should do is make a deal where you get a piece of that revenue. So how do we pick the vault? Well, the problem is there's no money. So this is why you come to commercial space. You may see a lot of work. I see a lot of vision and a lot of potential. So, that's why you have to have an eye. Don't get caught up in the wires and the drywall messed up and the concrete. But this place has lots of potential, high ceilings. You can create loft space. You can create like a WeWork type of style. You can create a nice, cool restaurant because it has a glass line. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do. But that's the key with anything in real estate. Is you have to have vision. You have to see the asset, and you have to be able to understand what you're working with because the opportunities are endless. right, that was awesome. That was a 25,000 square foot building. Actually has an anchor tenant being a very large bank and a lot of open space that's not leased currently. So they brought Kevin and I in to actually, like I said, take a look at the vision of the building before a landlord or an owner is going to start developing or building up or renovating stuff. It's really important, again, to gauge the asset, who the end user could be, what's going to be our vision, and after seeing it, my mind is running with ideas, as well as Kevin, where it's like, Frederick being a very local community, maybe creating an open air market, bringing in farmers, looking at dispensaries, crypto mining, looking at some new age, new world stuff. But how can you tie in the community to the building, where you may have local people that may never be able to actually afford a complete space on their own, but maybe there's a way to create like an eatery style or a thoroughfare. Just walking away from that, what was great was we knew the landlord is very open-minded, which is actually the first and foremost thing that matters the most, and they care about their asset, and they're letting us, the brokerage, the commercial side of things, actually run with the ideas. And I think that is the first and foremost thing that I walked away with, is that the owner was like, look, here's the keys, do what you think is best. I'm going to stay in my lane and you guys do your thing. And I think that is critical for us to actually have a great partnership, because when you're doing deals, it's not just about taking on anything you can take. Your time is valuable, and you also want to create a partnership where you can actually have that voice and communication and runway and vision and be creative, and have a partner that's with it. And I think I feel confident enough that this is a building we want to take on and really sit down and plan, figure out who the local shops are around the area that maybe they want to expand, look at different restaurants, look at different banks, look at big grocery stores. That place used to be a Sears back in the day. Overall, it was a success for what we came down to accomplish, which was meet the landlord, start thinking ideas, get a grasp of the space, and now we're going to start walking away with a game plan that we're going to put on paper of different phases, so we can really secure this building and start to see what the appetite is for the local area and other places. Because due to COVID and the market, people have to stay nimble and adapt, and some people are again going farther away than the core, because one, it's expensive the closer you are into the city. So these are great opportunities for people, like I said, to expand, to be a part of something, and we're excited to actually help develop that, and to really revitalize an area that really needs more shops, more care, more local influence. Because when you walk outside, you see for sale, for lease everywhere, and that's a common testament to a new world that we're living in.